metres, race 5. Tishman drawn the inside gate. And he jumped pretty well, Tishman. Saturn Image began well from the middle of the lines, going forward with Tishman. They're pairing off, and Enzedder, nice and handy, drops the head in third. Duke of Hastings, the storyteller, off speed and clinched us back last. But thundering past the 2,000 metres, and Tishman, the favourite's going to take up the running towards the crossing with Saturn Image it's outside. Enzedder with cover today is third. Then the storyteller, who's tucked away fourth. Duke of Hastings and clinched us back last. But Saturn Image, the mare's now going on and wants the front. It's her usual role, and she goes clear 2 lengths to Tishman, who'll be vacating the fence shortly. Enzedder is third, past the 1,600 metres. Then the storyteller, Duke of Hastings, 1.5 lengths to clinched. So 1,500 metres out, and it is a clear pilot. Saturn Image, Sheridan Clark, controlling the race, 2.5 lengths on Tishman, the last start winner here. He beat a couple of horses who he clashes against again today. Tishman second, third Enzedder, and then the Storyman back on the inside, Storyteller, and then came Duke of Hastings, and back at the tail end is clinched 2 lengths further back. Top of the track they go, close to 1,000 metres, and just rolling them along at Saturn Image by 2 lengths. Second Tishman, and then comes Enzedder, who's tracking the favourite everywhere it goes. The Storyteller put to sleep back on the running rail, and then Duke of Hastings, and clinched last. There's been little to no change in the order. More than halfway now as they head by the 900 metres. So Saturn Image, the local, by 1.5 lengths. Tishman starting to bridge the margin past the 800. Enzedder still travels well on the bridle, third. The storyteller's improving back on the fence. Duke of Hastings coming out and clinched right on their backs as they start to compact, coming up to the 550 metres. Saturn Image now on a longer rein as Tishman goes up and challenges. Here's the storyteller quickly forcing an issue, pushing through in the middle. Enzedder out wider, just wanting to lug around the bend and drop off those runners as they come into the straight and clinch to the outside. So Tishman with the storyteller, who's had the cap on them, and the storyteller's trying to run down Tishman. Tishman and the storyteller, they've come away to duel it with 3 lengths then to clinch, making ground down the centre of the track. The storyteller up to Tishman, but Tishman is fighting hard on the fence. The storyteller and Tishman trying to come back. The storyteller with his head in front, and he'll win it this time. The storyteller from Tishman, and 3.5 lengths to clinched. Then came Duke of Hastings, Enzedder, and Saturn Image. 500 metres, and he came into the race with a lot of momentum, travelling far better than Enzedder, who has just got this tendency to lug out in his recent races. He was beaten at that point, and clinched, who was also part of the placings when these horses clashed last time. It's the same trifecta, but just in a different order today. The storyteller, Tishman,